once again between Raven Johnson and Caitlin Clark, where they were playing in a game. Caitlin goes like this, kind of waves off Raven, and then Raven recently came out in an interview and just said how much that affected her. There was a time where she almost felt like she wanted to quit basketball because of that moment, because of what she was seeing online.
Forget what you think you know about draft night. The real drama wasn't just on the stage, it was brewing behind closed doors, a collegiate rivalry threatening to explode in the professional arena. When Raven Johnson was drafted by the Indiana Fever, the whispers weren't about her talent. They were about a single, infamous gesture. Caitlin Clark waving off Raven Johnson during a game. A moment so searing, it almost drove Johnson from basketball. This wasn't just a slight, it was a psychological blow that resonated deep. Imagine the WNBA locker rooms, the veteran eyes like Brittney Griner's watching this unfold. Griner, a titan who has navigated intense pressures, sees this not just as a college feud, but as a test of mental fortitude. Does she see Johnson's pain as weakness or a fire ignited? The narrative pushed by some is that Clark was being disrespectful. But what if it was a calculated psychological tactic? And if so, who defends the recipient of such a move, or the one making it? In the harsh glare of professional basketball, the league is no stranger to fierce competition, but this pre-existing, raw, emotional wound is unprecedented. This wasn't just a draft pick, it was a strategic placement, a ticking time bomb, and the silence from the top veterans like Griner speaks volumes. Their actions or inactions set the tone for the entire league. Is this the moment a new Queen Caitlin is defended, or is Raven's narrative about to destroy old assumptions? The draft isn't just about talent, it's about narrative. It's about shaping futures and, more importantly, controlling the stories that captivate millions. The WNBA, long underestimated, is now a hotbed of celebrity, rivalry, and intense scrutiny. Every move, every pick is amplified. Consider the Dallas Wings' strategic play, securing Azzi Fudd. The CEO, Greg Bibb, admitted they knew for a while. This isn't spontaneous, it's meticulously planned. This level of foresight suggests a deeper game at play, not just building a team, but cultivating a brand, a dynasty. The pairing of Paige Buchers and Azzi Fudd isn't just about scoring, it's about star power, a tandem that could define an era. But every dynasty creates adversaries. Every rising star casts shadows. While the spotlight fixates on the top picks, the underlying currents are shifting. Players like Olivia Miles, with her Magic Johnson-esque comparisons, and AWA, the winner heading to Seattle, are quietly positioning themselves. These aren't just athletes, they're chess pieces in a high-stakes game. And with the introduction of expansion teams like Toronto, the landscape is fragmenting, new battlegrounds emerging. The league is undergoing a tectonic shift, a re-evaluation of power. For veterans like Griner, who have battled their way to the top, these new dynamics present both threats and opportunities. They watch, they strategize, and they silently judge the ambition of this new generation. Will they protect the established order, or will they recognize a new wave of talent capable of truly destroying the old guard? The stage is set for a season of unprecedented intensity, where every play on the court is a move in a much larger, more intricate game of control.
A lot of you guys were really sad, obviously, to see Angel go, because there was a lot of Chicago Sky fans who were huge Angel Reese fans, but I do think with the moves that they're making, Rickea Jackson.
The Chicago Sky's post-Angel Reese strategy wasn't just a rebuild, it was a definitive statement. The emotional reaction from fans was palpable. Sad to see Angel go, but the Sky front office wasn't mourning. They were orchestrating a surgical transformation. Bringing in Gabriella Hawkeyes and Rickea Jackson alongside a veteran like Skylar Diggins isn't about replacing one player, it's about dismantling a previous identity and forging a new one. This is a strategic destruction of the past, a deliberate move to shift the team's DNA. From a high-level perspective, this isn't just about talent acquisition, it's about signaling intent. The Sky are saying unequivocally that they are not beholden to any single player's star power, even one as captivating as Angel Reese. They are betting on a collective, on a system. For a player like Brittney Griner, who understands the power dynamics within a locker room and a franchise, this move is a clear message. Loyalty is earned, but the team's vision is paramount. This isn't just about winning games, it's about controlling the narrative, proving that a franchise can thrive, perhaps even reach new heights, after a high-profile departure. The destruction here isn't aimed at Angel Reese personally, but at the idea of indispensability. It's a power play designed to reassert the organization's dominance over individual celebrity. The Sky are rebuilding stronger, faster, and with a clear message to the league: adapt or be left behind. The underlying current of this draft reveals a league grappling with its own evolving identity. We've seen teams like the Seattle Storm, not projected to win immediately, embrace a young core strategy with AWA and Dominique Malonga. This isn't about instant gratification. It's a long-term investment, a strategic gamble on future dominance. The Washington Mystics are following a similar blueprint, amassing a formidable young lineup with Lauren Betts, Lucy Olsa, and Sonia Citron. This signifies a shift across the WNBA, a recognition that sustainable success requires patience, intelligent drafting, and a commitment to player development. But this shift comes with inherent risks. While fans crave immediate championships, these moves are designed for a future where these young talents blossom into contenders. For established stars, the emergence of these baby-faced assassins presents a unique challenge. Do they mentor them, or do they see them as threats to their own legacy? And how do these young players navigate the pressure of being the future, particularly when placed in situations that aren't expected to yield immediate wins? The trade of Flage to Seattle and Marta Suarez to the Golden State Valkyries highlights another facet: the fluidity of talent, the constant reevaluation of fit and potential. These aren't just names on a draft board. They are components in a complex ecosystem, constantly being optimized, traded, and positioned for maximum impact. The international flair of the Valkyries, for instance, isn't accidental. It's a deliberate strategy to broaden appeal and diversify playstyles. This dynamic environment demands adaptability from everyone involved, from the rookies making their first steps to the veterans fighting to maintain their standing. The WNBA is no longer just about the here and now. It's about architecting the future, a future where the definition of winning is being redefined by every strategic draft pick and trade.
With Raven Johnson, I've told you guys, I don't know if it was the best fit for the Fever for Raven, because if she comes out and says something like that, like, obviously that's a sore spot. Now, I'm also not saying that these women are professionals.
The selection of Raven Johnson by the Indiana Fever is arguably the most contentious pick of the draft, and the commentators' hedging reveals the deep fissure it creates. I don't know if it was the best fit for the Fever for Raven, because if she comes out and says something like that, like, obviously that's a sore spot. This isn't just about basketball, it's about psychology. A public statement of hurt, almost quitting, due to a collegiate interaction with a future teammate, Caitlin Clark, is explosive. The assertion that these women are professionals, they can get over it, they can figure it out, is a naive simplification. Professionalism doesn't erase deep-seated emotional wounds, especially when the league itself capitalizes on narratives of rivalry. From a strategic standpoint, this pick forces a dynamic onto the Fever that could either forge an unbreakable bond or shatter team chemistry. The question isn't if they'll address it, but how. And what message does it send to the league? To a player like BRITTNey Griner, who understands the ruthless demands of professional sports, this isn't just drama, it's a critical test of leadership. Will someone destroy the tension or allow it to fester? Griner, a player who commands respect through sheer force of will and presence, might view this as an opportunity for true mentorship or a glaring example of collegiate baggage that needs to be left behind. The commentary hints at this. The sore spot is not just for Raven, it's a potential Achilles heel for the entire Fever organization. This pick isn't just about adding a guard, it's about managing an emotional landscape that could define a championship season or derail it entirely. It's a high-stakes gamble on the power of professional maturity to overcome deeply personal history. The draft day itself is a masterclass in controlled chaos, a carefully curated spectacle designed to generate maximum hype. But beneath the celebratory facade, the true motives of the franchises are at play. The commentators' insistence on fun, light, positive interviews underscores the performance aspect. For the players, it's the culmination of a lifelong dream. For the teams, it's a critical branding exercise. No one wants to bring up things that could be like, add any negativity. Yet, the truth often lies in the unspoken, in these strategic silences. The excitement around expansion teams, like Toronto's pick of Kiki Rice, isn't just about a new market, it's about the unique opportunity for a player to be a foundational piece to help build a franchise. This is an immense pressure, but also an unparalleled chance to cement a legacy. It's a stark contrast to joining an established contender where roles are often predefined. The decision by Ayanna Martin to defer her WNBA debut until 2027 is another strategic chess move, illustrating the long game many players and agents are now playing. It's not just about getting drafted, it's about optimizing the timing, the fit, the financial opportunity. This level of agency from players changes the power dynamic significantly. For a veteran like BRITTNey Griner, who has navigated the complexities of contract negotiations, international play, and personal trials, these emerging strategies represent a new era of player empowerment. The days of simply being grateful for a spot are over. This new generation is demanding more, negotiating for more, and strategically planning their careers with unprecedented foresight. The league is not just drafting players, it's onboarding entrepreneurs, individuals keenly aware of their market value and long-term potential. This shift promises a future where player influence and the strategic destruction or defense of their own career paths becomes as compelling as the action on the court.
To the Atlanta Dream, I did get to speak with Medina, and she said she's very excited to play alongside Angel Reese because that's actually a player that she used to look up to before.
The Atlanta Dream's acquisition of Medina Oko and her subsequent pairing with Angel Reese creates another fascinating dynamic, ripe for interpretation through the lens of our core title. Oko's admission that she used to look up to Angel Reese before the draft isn't just a sweet sentiment, it's a powerful narrative thread. It establishes a hierarchy, a mentorship, or perhaps, in the harsh reality of professional sports, a potential for one player to be overshadowed, or metaphorically, destroyed by the other's presence. But what if this pairing is a strategic defense for Reese? After her high-profile departure from the Sky, teaming with a young talent who openly admires her could be the perfect way for Reese to re-establish her dominance, not just as a player, but as a leader and a mentor. This isn't just about on-court chemistry, it's about controlling perception. For a WNBA titan like BRITTNey Griner, this move by Atlanta is significant. Griner understands the value of a strong front court and the psychological advantage of having a player who commands respect and attention. She would likely see this as Angel Reese building her new kingdom, a defiant move after being somewhat dislodged from her previous team's narrative. This isn't just about the Dream's roster. It's about the ongoing narrative of Angel Reese's career, her resilience, and her ability to attract and influence other top talents. The destruction of her old team's identity isn't literal, but the Dream are actively constructing a new one around her, a narrative that demands the league's attention and implicitly challenges the status quo. This pick and this pairing is a declaration of intent, a power play that could reshape the Eastern Conference.